The end is nigh for the United States of America. And I warned you months ago that this is where you're heading. This is where that fucking tangerine tyrant, he was taking you. And nobody really has done anything. Yes, you got your protests. And they're peaceful protests. I think you're way beyond peace. I really do. I think you really need a coup d'etat. The French knew what to do. But they did. And when the French protest, they know what to do. But you're frightened. You won't do what is required. No, it's too late. I really believe that now. I believe it's too late. Donald Trump is so installed by his autocracy that there ain't no coming back from it now. There really ain't. That Donald Trump is a human rights abuser. He's a war criminal. He should have an ICC. He should. Need an arrest warrant for Donald Trump. That'd go down well, won't it? Now, you wouldn't invite Putin, would you? Because he's a war criminal. No, you wouldn't invite him to your country for a G7. Maybe it should be a G6. Maybe Donald Trump should join Vladimir Putin in the ostracisation. He should. And all those who support him. You see, when you have a leader who's voted in by a majority, that's obviously a democracy. But it's up to that leader to make sure that he's, or they, or the government, is a government for all. It's not just for the MAGA. No. He's supposed to do everything he needs to do for everybody's benefit. But all we see is Donald Trump just benefiting himself. That he is. Look on the bright side. Elon Musk's rocket just blew up again. I suppose that's something to put a smile on our faces, that is. And then there is the flagpoles. He was very excited about his flagpoles, yeah. He said, these are real workers, they are, yeah. Well, the geezer sitting in the crane, falling asleep. He was. I wonder if he's related to Donald Trump, because that's all I see him doing, is falling a feck asleep. And yet he's got the cheek to call Joe Biden Sleepy Joe. Well, I have to admit that when we check the news every morning, some of it is in glee and think, oh my God, whatever next. And some of it is in depressing, desperation. We all want a better world, don't we? We all need to be treated with decency, but no. This regime, because that's what it is, it's not a government, it's a regime. And stop treating it as a fucking government. Stop calling it a GOBS. No. It's not a government. It's a regime. And there he is wanting to perform regime change in Iran. What was he saying earlier? What you were telling me?
I may go to war. I may not go to war. But nobody knows what I'm going to do.
Oh, at least for Emmanuel Macron. Well,
yeah, I think he sent a response about Donald Trump, but I haven't read it, but it's apparently quite polite, so...
Well, he just stop inviting this fucking buffoon. So-called free world. There's no freedom in the United States.
I think I'd much rather have Macron than Trump.
Oh, bloody hell yeah. But, you know, it's supposed to be the free world. Where is the freedom? He's locking everyone up. And not just so-called undocumented immigrants. He's locking everybody up. It's the homegrowns next. And he told you that. He actually said that.
Who did he arrest the other day coming out?
Oh, Rand, not just him, several. Several have been arrested by the ICE for obstructing their business, basically.
I just asked a question.
Just the whole. Oh yeah, you're talking about the. Oh God, was it a senator?
Yeah, we just asked a question.
Yeah.
Where is your...
What's his name? Alex. Papilla, whatever his name is.
Yeah, we just asked where is...
Yeah, to the Home Secretary, Christy Nome, who swelled up the other day and ended up in hospital. Yeah, apparently she went to one of these vaccine research places that have been shut down by RFK, then she had an allergic reaction. I think it was Botox.
Did she need an injection after all?
What a Botox injection?
No, because some with allergic reactions you have adrenaline.
Oh, crikey, yeah,
so
adrenaline,
yeah. Injection.
Yeah, well, antihistamine and stuff, yeah. There may be. The thing is, she's so fucking swollen, if it was Botox, that was shit she shoved in her face, and fillers, and God knows what's going on there, to make herself look younger than what she is. But you know what it's like? What we'll be pointing at her when she gets a bit older, and that's what happens when you have all these facelifts and stuff. They all look like they collapse.
Was it Katie Price?
Oh, Katie Price on the state of her. She's had boob jobs and boob reductions, boob jobs, boob... Oh my God, oh my God. Well, look at Donald Trump. He's had his nose done and various other bits and pieces done. He's had his, his forehead reduced. And then he beat up his missus because she recommended the doctor. You know, he's a nasty piece of work. And do you know what? What does it say about the people who vote for him? What does it say about the American people, 30-odd% of them, who voted for Donald Trump? I'll tell you what it says about them. They're all evil bastards. Now, I know people say, you can't say that. I'm sorry. Leave in the comments down below if you agree or disagree, alright? Are they evil bastards or just stupid? Stupid is as stupid does. When you vote against your own best interests, alright? The definition of an idiot is making the same mistake again and again and again. They're idiots. I know it offends some people. Well, I'm sorry if it does, but it's tough. Because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to say it as it is. Anyone who supports Donald Trump have either got their hand in his pocket or they're just bloody idiots. They're stupid. Plain and simple. Now, there's some people that might come round. They might come round to the thinking that maybe Donald Trump ain't the Messiah after all. You know, and maybe those people we can still call them stupid, but maybe we can warm to them a little bit. Maybe that's possible. But when you see the damage that this regime has done to the country and the world, it's very hard to forgive, isn't it? It really is. Especially if you just had your wife with a child of 10 months old, and you're a sergeant and you've been serving your country, and your wife has just been nabbed. A fucking sergeant's wife. And she's documented.
Oh God, did they release her?
No, she's gone.
Oh my God.
This happened yesterday.
Where'd they go to?
Well, where'd they go to? They go to the Gulag. They either get deported to the country they've got agreements with, but if there's no agreements, they end up in El Salvador.
Women as well, and children.
Everybody. Mainly men. And it's El Salvador, Guantanamo Bay, even though I can't say that name. Oh, anyway, someone left me phonetics up there, I forgot what it is already. But, you know, it's, no, I can't forgive these people for what they've done. And I don't think you should either. I know what you should do.
Make a stand?
There's more of you than there is of them. Yeah, make a stand. And yes, there are the protests, and yes, they're peaceful protests, and yes, they've been causing disruption. And yes, you could argue Donald Trump is frightened, he's worried about all this, because he's losing support. But you have to stop the country from functioning. If you are going to make a regime change yourself, you have to stop the country functioning. Everyone needs to down tools. Just down tools. I know people say, well, I'll lose my job. You're probably going to lose your job anyway. Because Donald Trump is buggering up your economy. Big time. He signed a deal with the United Kingdom. A wonderful trade deal. Dropped all the bits of paper on the floor that happened to be blank. There's nothing written on them.
And now he's saying that the steel, is it steel, is still going to be taxed at 25%.
Oh, so yeah, he's already going against this deal about steel and what have you. They're going to be taxed. It could be tariffed at 25% onto the UK because something to do with Port Talbot, which is basically Port Talbot. That's the steelworks in the UK, British Steel. So it's just like, well, it was Talbot, Tata. It was Tata, Indian company. So what can you say? You tell me what you should be doing. So if you think I'm wrong, that you need a coup d'etat, you need to stand up, and maybe there's going to be a few people there that are willing to break the law. All right, maybe that's what you need. Put the living fear of God into those who are putting the fear of God into you. Now I can say this stuff because I'm over here. I'll probably get demonetised. I'll probably get, it doesn't matter because all my videos are getting demonetised at the moment anyway.
Or people leaving comments, are having their comments suspended.
Yeah, comments have been deleted. No, please comment. I'll give it a go anyway. But yes, I'm being how to put it, censored by YouTube. They're not showing my videos. They used to, but they're not anymore. I wonder why that is. Because they've sucked on the old chocolate starfish they have.
So if you watch this video, please could you share it?
Oh yeah, please share my videos. Please, please, please. And check out the other videos. I put some clips on recently of some fascist actions that have been going on in the United States. They're the ones with the little Nazi profiles. You know what I mean? The little pictures of Donald Trump and Stephen Miller. Anyway, just check out the videos. Please share the videos. And please beat the old like button. If you want to support the channel, you do it on Patreon or buy us a coffee. Because that's struggling as well. Because, at the end of the day, if we're not getting the views, we don't get... we can't. We'll just give up, wouldn't we? We'll just do something else.
And also, people are struggling to pay Patreon, some people, because of
we've lost a lot.
And fears of job losses.
We've lost... see, most of our income was coming from Patreon. And Patreon is just literally... Not Patreon themselves, but I've lost a lot of people on Patreon recently. So it's like... it's made things a little bit difficult for us, so I'll just have to end up doing something else when I'm done.
Or if you want a tree, we have.
Oh yeah, we're doing rewilding, but that's not to do us. That's for the tree. I just post for the trees and stuff. But we're doing rewilding here in France. We're planting trees. So if you're interested in that, there's links down below as well. So anyway, you need to stand up to this tyranny. Toodaloo.